Rio Ferdinand has just told Manchester United to get the checkbook out and take Myles Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal, and somehow he thinks 60 or 70 million pounds should be enough to make us hand over one of Hale End's biggest talents. Yes, seriously. With Lewis-Skelly suddenly being linked with both United and Chelsea, Ferdinand has seen the rumours and basically told his old club to press the green button immediately. But the bigger question for us is not why Manchester United want him. Of course they do. The real question is why Lewis-Skelly's Arsenal future is even being discussed in the first place. Because the timing is impossible to ignore. Bruno Guimarães has just arrived for £75 million. Competition in our midfield has gone through the roof, and suddenly Myles is being dragged into one transfer story after another. United are circling. Chelsea's long-standing interest has resurfaced. And what should have been excitement about strengthening our squad has somehow turned into rivals, wondering whether one of our brightest academy players might become available. Then Rio Ferdinand decided to make the whole thing even louder. Speaking on his own channel, the former United defender said that if Lewis-Skelly really is available, Manchester United should move immediately. In Ferdinand's eyes, 60 or 70 million pounds would represent a good price for a player he described as young, hugely talented, mentally strong and capable of playing in more than one position. And that should tell Arsenal everything. This is a Manchester United legend looking across at Hale End and basically saying, "Give us that one." Ferdinand has watched what Lewis-Skelly has already produced for us, seen how comfortably he handled the pressure of first-team football, and instead of questioning whether he is good enough, he wants United to take advantage before Arsenal shut the door. Then somehow it gets even more ridiculous. Lee Dixon has now thrown Marcus Rashford into the conversation with the idea of Lewis-Skelly heading to Old Trafford while Rashford comes the other way. And from an Arsenal point of view, you've got to be joking. United want one of our brightest 19-year-old talents, and somehow we are supposed to help them get him while taking one of their players in return. They can forget it, because this is where the whole thing stops being an interesting transfer rumour and starts becoming a question Arsenal actually have to answer. Why would we strengthen Manchester United with a Hale End player who still has years of development ahead of him? Why would we make their squad younger, more versatile, and potentially stronger while giving away a player who already understands exactly what it means to wear this shirt? Ferdinand can call 60 or 70 million pounds a good price all he wants. From our side of North London, selling Lewis-Skelly to United should never be treated like some ordinary bit of business. If one of our biggest rivals is this desperate to get him, that should make us even more determined to keep him. And yes, Bruno's arrival changes the competition. Rice is here, Bruno is here, and places in this midfield are going to be brutal to win. But that doesn't mean we push Myles towards the exit because another elite midfielder has arrived. Lewis-Skelly has already shown that he does not shrink when the pressure rises. If anything, this should be the moment he is told to fight for his place and prove he belongs right in the middle of what Arteta is building. That is why all this outside noise matters. United can smell an opportunity. Chelsea are watching. Ferdinand is publicly telling his former club to get the deal done. And the longer Arsenal leave any uncertainty around Lewis-Skelly's future, the louder this story is going to become. So Ferdinand's comments have accidentally exposed the biggest issue in this entire saga. Our rivals clearly understand how valuable Lewis-Skelly could become. Now Arsenal have to show that we understand it too. Because if United genuinely believe 60 or 70 million pounds might be enough to take one of Hale End's finest away from us, there is only one message I want coming out of the Emirates. Not happening. But until Arsenal make their position completely clear, United and Chelsea are not going to disappear, and Ferdinand certainly will not be the last person telling them to test our resolve. Now we want to hear from you, Gooners. Would you accept £70 million for Myles Lewis-Skelly? Or should Arsenal refuse to sell him to Manchester United at any price? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to Arsenal Pulse, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal news and breaking stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Gunners.